君たちの息づくこの感覚、そういうことか。
闇にもいろんな味がある。
お前が生んだドブのような味の闇なら
みんなでもう食っちまった。
ダークシャドウ全開砲。
おせ追い風さ。
ブラックアンクバルドル。
Okay, episode 17, season 7. Honestly, this episode changed nothing for me. Honestly. Like, yes, they got reinforcements. Students from the other schools came in. Everyone's fighting, trying their best against All for One. We even end with a cliffhanger with Tokoyami, I think that's his name, him with his ultimate attack, I'm assuming, and they're trying to showcase as if that's gonna do significant damage, but I doubt it. Like, the way they presented All for One in this show, it just makes me doubt anything that happens to him, like, honestly. And that's why I'm saying this episode changes nothing, because in my mind as I'm watching this episode is like, I don't see anything that's going on that's like significant enough to really change my mind or believe that there's an increased chance of hope for the heroes. Even though the episode is called Hope, I don't see it. Like, there's nothing I've seen so far that like increases their chances for me. I don't know if you do, but I honestly don't. And in my eyes, it seems like no matter what anyone does, it's all gonna come down to Midoriya. It's all gonna be coming down to him. Like, only he has the ability to stop both All for One and Shigaraki. And speaking of Shigaraki, we see now that like he knew, like, this man is not dumb. Like, he had a plan of his own. He already had the feeling. He already thought about All for One trying to take over his body and everything. He already made precautions over it and made a plan for himself if that was to be happening. And like I was saying, like in my previous few episodes, everything that All for One was potentially doing with Shigaraki's body, like, Shigaraki would have done those things anyway. He would have done the same things anyway. Like he was saying in this episode, like, his hatred is very deep. Like, it might potentially rivals Kendrick Lamar, honestly. Like, it might be greater if I'm being truthful. And that's what's really allowing him to really maintain his consciousness and really maintain his body for the most part, or at least I should say regain, because he probably like lost it for a little bit, it seems, and now he's like regaining his consciousness now. So I wonder, like, Deku, knowing that Shigaraki is doing what he desires and wants to do, he still says he wants to save him, or he's still stating how he sees like the crying boy inside him. But I wonder, what is that all about? What is it deep inside Shigaraki that makes him like sad and depressed? Of course he has like no family, like he's from a cursed family. No one really came to save him, really. Like, no one really came until All for One showed up. He was triggered earlier about the statement of having no friends. So I wonder, like, what is deep inside Shigaraki that he truly desires, that Deku is like searching for in order to save him? Because of course that's gonna be key to everything, because if he's able to find that, then maybe, just maybe, he has a chance of bringing Shigaraki to his side. And that's like a slight chance, like 1%. But the fact that it's keep being brought up, it means he has a chance of implementing some talk no jutsu to Shigaraki. And it's even beneficial that Shigaraki is also like in his own way fighting against All for One from taking over his body, and they're not like completely in sync in terms of working together. That's a plus for Deku. But at the end of the day, it still feels like the hope that this episode was trying to showcase, it's just not enough. No matter what anyone does throughout the rest of the season, honestly, other than like Deku, maybe All Might if he could go back to his prime, maybe Bakugo if he wakes up, maybe Todoroki, maybe Endeavor if he's able to get more HP. Like, other than like a select few characters, I don't really see much of how the others can play a significant role in stopping All for One and Shigaraki specifically. Like, maybe they could stop like a lot of other things from happening, but from stopping the two primary villains of this arc, I don't know. Maybe I'll be proven wrong in the next episode, and actually the attack that Tokoyami just displayed actually did significant damage and actually like caused something to happen to All for One. And if that's the case, then okay, then damn, I'm wrong in this video. But one thing I have to remember too is All for One is on like a timer. He's on a time limit, so I have to remember that as well, because there could be a chance too that he's also getting weaker over time. Like maybe he peaked, right, and now like he's slowly getting weaker over time as his body like disintegrates. But let's see what happens in the next. Oh, another thing I want to mention too as well, if you've gone past the end credits, you will notice how they were showcasing Toga and explaining how her quirk works, and how the fact that she's not able to use All for One's or Shigaraki's abilities or anything like that. And they were saying how it has to do with like love, and she has to like truly love the person to like use their quirks. If you go back to, I believe it was either episode 5 review reaction video or one of the episodes where I was discussing about the war arc starting, I think it was like literally the episode where the enemies and the heroes start warping into their locations, and I was talking about how one of the ways I could see, oh, I remember too, I was explaining the reason why potentially Toga took Deku into her environment in her area, and I was thinking that like I had a theory that what if her plan was to take Deku's quirk and like duplicate it using her quirk, because of course she loves him, and like by doing that she's able to give All for One like an artificial one for all based on her taking Deku's quirk. But it seems like I was onto something, because it was explained in the end that she was trying to use like All for One's quirk, she was trying to use Dabi's quirk, Shigaraki's quirk, but she was never able to do it. But she's able to use twice quirk though, and she's trying to like understand why, and Achako and Froggy is trying to like figure out how to stop her before she figures it out and how to use the other's quirk. Because if she figures out how to use those quirks that her allies have, is GG. Honestly, it's over. Like I know I've been saying it's over like every video, but like honestly, GG. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's gonna happen in the next episode. It looks like, damn, I forgot his name, but the giant that follows All for One everywhere, that calls him master, and also Shigaraki master, he's out the loose, he's released. Like that's even more hope for the villains. That's insane. Let's see how they stop him. And yeah, like let me know your thoughts on this episode. Do you see the hope that this episode is trying to portray? What is Deku gonna do since Shigaraki has all his quirks now? Like what's gonna be his game plan? Like what does he have up his sleeve to really stop him now that he has his quirks, honestly? Because if he's able to do what All for One is able to do, plus with his own quirk on top of that, insane. But yeah, let's have a discussion in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.